programming, as Kotlin is an object-oriented programming language. So programming languages are mainly of two types, procedural and object-oriented. You can think of it in this way. Suppose you want someone who can help you out with your daily work, like making your bed in the morning, cleaning your house, cooking, doing laundry, etc. You decide to build a robot that would do all of this for you. You build the robot, and now in the morning it first makes your bed, then cleans your house, then cooks for you, and then does the laundry for you. One day the robot breaks down and messes up your bed instead of making it. To know what the problem is, you would have to check the whole robot, then you would fix it. This would be an example of procedural programming. Now, in object-oriented programming, instead of making one robot, you would build 4 different robots which will perform 4 different tasks. Robot 1 will make your bed, Robot 2 will clean your house, Robot 3 will cook for you, and Robot 4 will do your laundry. Now, if the robot breaks down and messes up your bed instead of making it, to know the problem, you just have to check and fix Robot 1. Other robots won't be affected by it and would continue to do their tasks. On top of that, you can choose to replace Robot 1 with another smarter and better robot without affecting the other robots. This is what we call object-oriented programming. We break down the program into different parts or objects to make the whole process more efficient and manageable. Next thing we will learn about is classes and objects. In object-oriented programming, we make objects from the class, so we don't have to write the same code again and again. Let's look at the robot example to understand it better. To make different robots, first we would make a robot class. This robot class would be the blueprint for all the robots. We make the class like this. Type class outside a main function and give it a name. We'll call it robot. Class names always start with a capital letter. After the name, add 2 curly brackets. Now keep in mind that we are making a blueprint for all the robots that we will make. So think of what should we add in the blueprint. We know that each robot will have a name, it will have a color, and it would do some household work. The name and color would be the properties of the robot, and doing certain household work would be the functionality of that robot. Let's write these. We can define the name and color like this. To define functionalities, we write functions inside the class. So we would need to write all the functionalities a robot can have. Let's start by writing a function for make bed. We do it like this. Now a function for cleaning the house. A function for cooking. A function for doing the laundry. And with this, our class is complete. We have defined the properties and we have added the functionalities. Let's start making objects or robots from this. In the main function, declare the first object like this, var robot equals robot and 2 round brackets. We have declared our first object, but we haven't passed any information to the class, so our object isn't complete yet. We would have to tell the class what name the bot has and what color it is. To do that, we use something called a constructor and we add it in our class. So go to a class, add 2 round brackets. After the name of the class, we will declare what info we need to pass to make an object. We need name and color, so we write it like this. This is also called passing arguments. Now after the variables, type init and 2 curly brackets. This is called a constructor. We use the constructor to get the info from an object and give it to the relevant variable in the class. We'll type this dot name equals name. This dot name refers to the variable and we assign the value of this argument to this variable. This is just like receiving the incoming values. This may sound a bit confusing, but you'll get a hang of it as we start using this more. Now to give this color variable its value from the object, we will again type this dot color equals color. We have made a constructor and we are ready to make the objects now. Go back to the robot 1 and now inside these round brackets we'll type the name and the color of the first object. This robot will be called robot 1, so let's name it robot 1 and give it the color black. Now let's display what robot 1 is like and what it can do. So we'll display its name like this, its color like this, and we want it to make the bed, so we'll call the make bed function like this. Let's run it and check. Yes, we get robot 1 black and it says I make a bed. We have successfully made our first object. Now let's make the other 3 robots too. Run and check. We have made all the objects using the one class we made. Now the beauty of a class is that we can make more robots using the same class. Suppose we want a robot who can clean the house and also do the laundry. We can make it like this. There you go, robot 5, yellow in color, and it cleans your house and does your laundry too. Hope you are able to understand the concept of classes and objects. If you didn't, worry not, you will learn more about this as you move further on. Now try making these robots yourself and experiment with the classes and objects. The more you will practice, the more you will get better at it.